this week on When Can We Do This Again? Guys, we are going to Artist Point to eat some dinner. Artist Point over here in the Wilderness Lodge. Let's go check out Artist Point and see what good eats it has in store for us. This is Artist Point, guys. We're walking up the ramp to the restaurant. Off to the left here is a lounge. Get your libations and your beverages of choice. Watch the game, and obviously probably grab some snacks in there. We'll head off into the dining room here. That is very, very rustic, as you can see. It kind of goes with the theming of the whole Wilderness Lodge as well. But I would definitely say this is upscale rustic. As we continue on in there, and it's actually, I think, a smaller dining area than most. At least it feels like it to me. It's much more quaint, much more, just so much more quiet than most of the dining areas. But as you can see, not too many people in here, as this was a late meal. And these, I don't know what word to use here. These are some really nice murals, basically. But that that are painted on the walls over the top of Artist Point here. I'm gonna go ahead and let the music fade out and give you the natural sound so you can tell just how quiet Artist Point is.
I'm gonna get the I'll eat their ice cream.
This is the menu at Artist Point, guys. That's kind of hard to read there, so let's go section by section. Here are the appetizers: the Pacific ahi tuna, the artisanal cheeses, the handcrafted charté, the farm and egg pepperdelle, as well as the chilled shrimp cocktail and the bouillabaisse. I do recommend the ahi tuna there, as those range in the mid to high teens. Here you got the sides: the crushed tuber, the mashed potatoes, the crispy Brussels sprouts, and the roasted cauliflower, all $9 as well. Here are the salads, ranging in the low teens: roasted beet salad, land green salad, roasted fall squash, and the smoked mushroom bisque. So actually, soups and salads. And onto the main entrees, guys, as you do have the Columbia River cedar plank salmon, the 10-ounce aged prime rib, or the 8-ounce filet steak. Those are your steak options. Your 14-ounce veal, your vegetarian eggplant panaise, your half-roasted chicken, your seared diver sea scallops, paella, the aged buffalo strip, the butter poached wild halibut, and the 20-ounce aged bone-in ribeye. All of those ranging in that $30 and $40 range, low 50s at most, unless you go with that bone-in ribeye, which is enough for two people, and it's $99. And as you can see here, we do have the bread options. That was the bread with the sea salted butter on top, and as I will say over and over again, they liberally salt things at Artist Point, but I did not have a problem with it. And this is what we got for the appetizer. This is the ahi tuna appetizer. I strongly recommend this. This was delicious. It's some of the best tuna that I've had on property, and I've had fresh tuna in several different occasions, and loved this dish. I definitely can't recommend it enough. And this dish was $19, and I will definitely recommend to check any menu as you go into restaurants, because some things are seasonally offered and some things aren't. This is the bone-in ribeye, guys. This is the bone-in ribeye for two people, $99. You also get two sides with it. This is the haystack fries with the truffles and garlic aioli. The other dish we ate along with was the tubers, and I recommend both of these. Yes, they're both potato dishes. I understand that. I enjoyed both of them though, and definitely would get both again. The steak itself is one of the best I've had on property, apart from the Wagyu over at California Grill. There's no comparison Wagyu to regular steak, so why do it? This is the best steak I've had on property that doesn't have Wagyu in the name. Like I said, it was seasoned liberally with salt, and if you're not a big salt person, that might be a problem. But I would recommend this steak over places like Yachtsman, like Be Our Guest. I much more enjoyed this. This was my first take on the whole meal. Why don't you enjoy it, guys? Here we go. So guys, that was Artist Point, and here's my first take on Artist Point. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Everything it should be as a fine dining experience here at Walt Disney World. First off, it was quiet. It was really quiet compared to most dining experiences here. Quiet, serene. Now, it was a later dinner, so maybe that plays into it. Fairly empty restaurant, so fairly quiet. Loved it. Like a nice rest from everything else that is going on around you here at Walt Disney World. It's kind of a rest for the mind, really like a rest for the mind there. So, what else did I think? Okay, so let's get to the important part, like the food. Like, we don't talk about food. Had the tuna as the appetizer. So, wow, really loved the tuna. I could have just like all you could eat that like all night long. But the tuna for the appetizer, it was like a seared tuna dish, amazing, loved it. Also, okay, so we go into the steak. Had the 20-ounce share for two steak, and what else? Steak with tubers, with the truffle fries, with the garlic aioli. Everything, loved it. This is so far, I've had several steaks on property. This is better than Yachtsman for me. This is better than Be Our Guest for me. I highly recommend the steak. Comparable to the Wagyu. Like, it's hard to compare Wagyu to regular steak though. So let's just go ahead and get that straight. But it's in the same class. Now I will say this place uses salt liberally. If you don't like a saltier dish, probably not the place. They do use a lot of salt on their dishes, as I experienced throughout the meal, but I really thought it brought out everything. The bread that had a roasted sea salt, butter, roasted sea salt on top of the butter, everything had salt. I really recommend this place. I loved it. Like I said, a nice rest for the brain, nice and serene, everything that goes along with that, guys. So, Artist Point. Boom. Big thumbs up. Big thumbs up right there next to Artist Point. You know what? If you like this video, give me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up as well, guys. So, that's going to be it for this week on When Can We Do This Again? Whew, what a great meal. What a great meal that was. As always, like and subscribe to the channel here if you like this video and you want to see more of it. Comment down below if you have any questions about Artist Point, any other dining places, any place you'd like to see reviewed, because I would probably go eat there. Or I might have already reviewed it, who knows. Yeah, so check me out on Instagram at The Magical World of M, as well as Twitter, Magical World of M. What else? Facebook, When Can We Do This Again? That's about it, guys. I'm gonna call it a night, as that food is gonna hit my stomach and it's gonna be really time to go to sleep soon. So I will say this, one last note, and I almost forgot. They have a cobbler that I really wanted, really wanted to try. I'm just too full. So maybe I'll come back over and just get dessert one of these times. But until next time, guys, I hope to see you again. So we can do this again. Bye-bye.